Biggest cause of debt in this country besides mortgages, student debt. Because there's no jobs out there for these people who trusted their country to be there for them. They basically did that exercise where you fall backwards and your workmates catch you. They jumped out of the 40th floor window with that student loan, and America went, that looks like that hurt. Suck it up, Caroline. Get a job. Don't be a leech. Would I advise a young person looking at their senior year in high school to become a freshman in college the year after? That's a damn good question. How long will it be until America fiscally turns itself around to where the risk of the investment on that student loan to get a person through 4 years of college, will that person get a job where paying off that loan and getting a house and affording a family? Will that be a possibility? In the present America, it doesn't look like it is. When will that turn around? When will that get better? When will it be okay for someone to go, I'm going to college? I don't know. I don't get to push those rocks around. But as it is now, there's a lot of really qualified people who are doing jobs fathoms below their ability level. We are wasting people's time who put considerable amounts of energy, time, and their youth into hitting those books when they wanted to go off doing everything else as a young person is wont to do. They hit the books. They did what they were told. They paid and paid, and their parents paid. And they're not getting the promise of America because those jobs went away. You know, and the people who could be in charge of the jobs that went away, went away. So people who could be in upper management, there's an upper manager, but he's in Beijing. He's in Phnom Penh. He's in Bangkok. Those jobs went away to please stockholders. So it does not matter how you shift the tax burden around that much. There's no jobs in this country. There's just, until major industries come back, you got what you got. And so when you say, get a job, okay, to get a job your way, I'll have to get 3 of them. I'll work at, the hamburger place until evening. There's a great story. I'm sure it's kind of a folk tale. Some guy told it to me. The guy goes into his building every day, and he sees the custodian. Morning, morning. Same guy in the green suit with the broom. Sees him on the way out. One night the guy stays late, and he's working late, big deadline. He leaves at like 1 in the morning. He sees the same guy in the security officer's outfit, the janitor guy, same building, different uniform. It's like, well, you got a new job? He goes, no, this is my other job. The guy goes down to the locker, gets a dinner break, puts on the other uniform, and walks through the rooms he was sweeping 5 hours before. And that's where a lot of Americans are at. You have a country that's undercutting itself for the cheap, quick buck. They're after the fast high. They're after the grift, rather than going all in on America, the long-term goal and investment. If it were me, I'd be going like China does, 500 years at a time. I'd be looking way up the road. I'd be looking up the road so far my eyes would fall out of my head. That's how much I believe in America. That's how much I love America. To where I want America like Europe, where they'll educate your kid until his head explodes. You want to go to college? Go. We need you. We need doctors, because people grow up and fall down and go boom. Everyone's going to need a doctor. Let's have 3 doctors per floor of every apartment building in this town. How about that as a good idea? Like, that is a good idea. Okay, so let's make college tuition either free or really low. And if you have a country full of whip-crack smart people, you have a country the rest of the world will fear. They will not invade a country of educated people, because we are so smart. We'll build a laser that will burn you, the enemy, in your sleep before you can even mobilize your Air Force to kill us. We will kill you so fast because we're so smart. And we will have foreign policy that will not piss you off to the point to where you have to attack us. The world will be a better place, and all the war profiteers and the people who make money on discontent, robberies, the pillaging of economies in other countries, they'd be screwed. and it'd be the end of disaster capitalism. And so again, it's always down to the education.